Place value 2. Quick revision. As we remember in the previous session, the first digit is the ones, and the second is the tens, and the third is the hundreds, and then we have the thousands and the millions and the billions. Okay, these are the ones. Let's say here, this is a number. If you break the 3-digit barrier here, he will be from the thousands. Okay, if you break the 6-digit barrier, he will be from the millions. If he breaks the 9-digit barrier, he will be from the billions. Okay? Okay. So if you are only 3 digits, we are the ones. 6, we break the 3, we are the thousands, then millions, then billions. Okay. What about the smaller digits? The decimal value digit. The first one is the tenths, and the second one is the hundredths, and the third one is the thousandths. And the tenths is considered to be part of, part of 10, and the hundredths is part of the 100, and thousandths is part of 1,000. Okay. So these are the decimals. Okay. Expanded form. In the previous session, the previous assignment, some of the students was, confused. So when you use this way, you will never get it wrong again. You will search for the number. If you find the number, put it down and make every other digit a 0. Okay, look for another number that's not a 0. So here you have the 5. Put the 5 and all of the other digits, make them 0, and so on. Go to the next number, write it down, and make all of the other digits 0. Then to the next number, write it down and make all other digits 0. To the next number, you have the 5. Write it down and make all of the other digits 0. Then the 2. Write it down and make all of the other digits 0. Then finally, we have the 5, and we have no other digits to its right. Okay. Now, after we have written all of them, we will just add them. And it will be, better if you write them in a line, not under each other. But if you will be confused, write them under each other first, like that, then write them in a line. Okay. Standard form. Let's see here. We have this. This is the expanded form. So to avoid any mistakes, write all of those under each other. Here we have the 1 million. Here we have 500,000 under it. Put them under each other. Put them under each other. And the 900 and the 1. Okay, so there is nothing under the 1. So we'll put the 1. Nothing under 5. Put the 5. Nothing under the 0. Put the 0. Then nothing under the 1. Put the 1. Nothing under the 9. Put the 9. Nothing under the 0. Put the 0. Then the 1. Okay. Use this way to avoid confusion. If you are not confused and you can, add them without any problem, you don't need to use this way. Word form. A lot of you were confused in the word form, so let's divide the number in 3s. These first 3 are the ones, and the other 3 are the thousands, and the next 3 were the millions, and the next 3 is the billions. Always divide them like that before you write anything if you are confused. Okay, always divide them like that. Divide them in 3s, and start here. We have 505 billion, 505 billion, and 520 million, and 52,000 and 5 normal ones. So it's 505 billion and 520 million, 52,000 here, and 5. See how easy it is? Okay, mat 0. multiply 10 and divide 10. Okay, you see this number? If we divide it by 10, what will happen to the decimal point? It will jump one digit to the right, like that. So if the decimal point is here, then it's only 2. Okay, let's try it again with the multiplication. If you multiply 10, this decimal point will jump to the right this time. If we divide, it will jump to the left. If as you see here, when we divide, it jumped to the left, so it's 2.0, as if we have say 2. Okay, if we multiplied, it will jump to the right. You see, this is the mad zero here. He is like a ghost. He's there, but we can't see him. Before the decimal point jumped, we can't see him, but now we can see him. And there is infinite number of these zeros to the right and to the left of the number. But if we write it, it won't be, it won't be practical, because 2.0 is just 2, okay? And there is infinite number of zeros after the point. So if we multiply it by 1000, there will be 3 zeros. The point will jump over them. So now the result will be 200. Okay. Let's say here we divide by 100. So it will jump twice. 1, then 2. So we have 0.2. Okay, let's look here. As I said, there is infinite number of zeros before the number and infinite number of zeros after the decimal point. But we don't write them. You know why? Because we won't use them. It's not practical to write them. But they will appear after you multiply or divide by a number larger or smaller than the number of digits you have. Exercise 1. Write each as a decimal. Okay, we have 3 over 10 or 3 divide 10, so it will be 0.3. 7 over 100, so it will be 0.07. 80 over 100, so it will be 0.8. Let's see here, 405 over 1000 will be 0.405. 5 over 10, it will be 0.5. Okay, 6 over 1000, 0.006. Okay, 40 over 10 will be 4. 4 and 2 over 10, it will be 4.2. 3 and 5 over 10, it will be 3.5. Exercise 2. Write each as a fraction or mixed number. Let's see here, 0.05. So it's 5 divided by 100. 1.25. So it's 1 and 25 divided by 100. Okay, 3.45. As if it's 45 divided by 100, it's 3 and 45 divided by 100. Okay, 9.9, it's as if we have 9 and 9 divided by 10. Okay, 0.005, it's as if we have 5, it's divided by 1000. 5 over 1000. Okay, 2.4 as if you have 2 and 4 over 10. Magic fountain. Okay, the magic fountain, it will, its main target is to change the number to 10 or 100 or 1000. Okay, the first two numbers here is 2 and 5. If you have 5, if you multiplied it by 2 or 2 multiplied by 5, this number will give you 10. Okay, the next two, or if you have also 20, you multiplied it by 5, it will be 100. The extra 0 is added here. If you have 2 times 50, it will be also 100. You see, 2 times 500 will be 1000. This mixture of two numbers will always give you 10. Okay, let's see the other two numbers. They are 4 and 25. Okay, 4 multiplied 25 will always give you 100. Okay, the next two numbers is 8 and 125. When you multiply them together, they'll give you 1000. 0.8 times 125 will only give you 100, and 8 times 112.5 will give you 100 also. Okay, but the main numbers here is 2 and 5, 425, 8, and 125. Okay, exercise 3. Convert to decimal. Okay, we have 4 over 5, so we will multiply by 2 up and down to change this 5 to 10. So we'll have 8 over 10, so it will be 0.8. We have 1 over 4, we will multiply by 25 up and down to change this 4 to 100, so we have 25 over 100, so it's 0.25. Then 1 over 2, we will multiply by 5 up and down, we will have 5 over 10, it will be 0.5. Then we have 3 over 8, we'll multiply by 125 up and down, so you'll have 375 over 1000, so it will be 0.375. Okay. Okay, that's it for the session. This part is just for fun. Okay, can you know what is the only number that's spelled with the same number of letters as itself? It's 4. F-O-U-R, only 4 letters.